Hello, I want to welcome everybody to today's webinar. We will be discussing building your remote dealership using the right CRM tools for remote business. My name is Bobby Holmes. I am a Senior Performance Manager over here at VinSolutions. One thing I want to make a quick note about is that during this presentation, I will actually be mentioning some products that you might or might not have. This is not at all a sales presentation. There are many options available in the market for these add-on tools, but I just want to make sure that we're covering the needed tools that are going to be crucial for you to be able to take your operation remote to the customer. So let's discuss the agenda for this webinar. We're going to go through and look at making sure that we have a plan to succeed. We're going to talk about making sure that our communications are personal in a social distancing environment. We're going to go through intelligently working our showroom visits and then working our way into utilizing all of our digital desking tools. And then we will wrap up finally talking about getting very surgical with our digital marketing efforts. So let's go ahead and get started. So first and foremost, do you have a plan to succeed? What I mean here is, do you have a plan for the current environment? Do you have a plan for the future once we get past the current events? How integrated is your CRM to your success plan? Well, ultimately, it needs to be the foundation of everything. So as we're walking through this, focus on the positives. OEMs right now are providing unheard of programs. There's 0% financing at really long terms, deferred payments, lease return promotions. On top of that, the government is actually sending out stimulus checks to customers and everything right now. So we want to make sure that if you are communicating a positive vibe to your customers, then that will get them thinking positive. Remember this, good things bring good results. So you need to focus on controlling what you can control. And what that means is your CRM is a vast tool full of a lot of good opportunities. Make sure that your staff is up to date on their CRM training. Make sure that they know how to do things like prospect to CRM for low-hanging fruit opportunities. That's going to be things like looking for previously sold customers that they sold two to 4 years ago, pulling up customers that are in good or positive equity situations, and much more. But at the end of the day, make sure you stay focused. Engage with your performance manager. We are here to help you execute using your CRM to its fullest. Just recently, we've been working with a lot of our dealers and doing things like diving into the CRM for high priority prospects, looking at doing campaigns to drive high quality traffic into their store or into a remote visit situation, mainly with the focus on new ways of doing business, not just on the sales side, but also on the service side. We've also been working with staff members to improve their ability to get better results by being more proficient with their CRM usage. And then this is a great time to make sure you get with your performance manager and walk through your processes and statuses. So that way you can make sure that you got all your I's dotted and T's crossed and you are set up and better positioned to be successful. This is just to name a few areas of focus. So you want to make sure in this current environment and always that you are making your communications personal, especially in a social distancing environment. This means be attentive to your potential customers. Are you even acknowledging your customers? Don't just ignore them. Make sure that you are responding in a timely manner. That means use every aspect that you have at your fingertips. Make sure you're calling them, emailing them, texting them. Pay attention to buying signals with AI, social media channels. You want to make sure that you're doing everything you can to reach and establish contact with your customers. This ultimately means that you need to hold your staff accountable to doing the activities that is important to them, establishing that contact. This very much will include managers that are wearing multiple hats right now, especially with limited staff. So it's very important that we make sure that we're paying attention to actually getting these activities done. Make sure that you take full advantage of all of the training options out there. I can't mention this enough, but the thing is that you have virtual training. There's also walk me demonstrations. That's guided walkthroughs for various different aspects of the system. as well as we offer training with live trainers that you can sign up for as well for various different aspects of the tool. This is all great for re-educating your staff and making sure that they know the right things to do. I also recommend that you use this time now to set up a platform for continuing education with your staff. I usually recommend that all of my stores have their staff members going in and retaking all of the training at least once every 6 months. That keeps constant information flowing. But even more important, I just talked about managers wearing multiple hats. This is a great time for managers to go in and get educated on areas of the tool that they don't normally work in on a day-to-day basis. Get educated on those things that they're now needing to do in the time period while we have a limited staff. As we walk through this, we're going to talk about multiple different tools. One of those is making sure that we're using MMS and texting to its fullest. Now, MMS is fully integrated into the CRM and to the mobile app. There's more dealers that are actually using texting right now than ever before. Customers are responding at a much higher rate to text messaging than any other line of communication. So when we're talking about using text messaging and MMS, using the mobile app is very important and very powerful. You have the ability at your fingertips to use templates to have that predefined message that you want to send to the customer. You can access your phone's gallery for inserting photos or videos, or you can actually access your phone's camera and you can take real-time photos or real-time videos. And videos are great for doing things like virtual walkarounds, virtual test drives, and just about and a whole lot more options that are available there. Just about anything you can think of. Send personalized videos. This one's critical. Let the customer see who you are. Let them know that you're a real person. Be professional. Be positive. Be real. A good personalized video will set you apart from the masses and improve that customer experience. We're also going to talk real quick about some other tools that you can leverage at your fingertips to personalize and take your game to the next level. One of those is going to be our latest integration with FlickFusion, as well as the Automotive Intelligence platform. So let's dive into FlickFusion. This is our newest integration and partnership with FlickFusion videos. These videos and this technology fully integrates in with your inventory. Plus, you also have the ability with FlickFusion to do personalized video capture as well. Basically, just like the same kind of offerings that you would have with like a co-video. Utilizing these tools allow you to actually have a much more personalized communication in both email and in text message. This really allows you to really showcase your inventory and do more advanced virtual walkarounds of your cars. Now, the biggest thing that I like most about the FlickFusion integration is that when you send a customer a video of your car or yourself, when they view that video, they land on your own personalized custom landing page for each video that you send them. That personalized landing page allows you the full scale ability to create a good custom experience. This truly allows you to insert and spotlight other inventory items that are important that they know about, or any other specials that you may have going on right now. Next, we're going to step into Automotive Intelligence. So first and foremost, what is Automotive Intelligence? Here's something we can pretty much all relate to. Let's say you go online and you're researching some kind of furniture. Maybe it's living room furniture or outdoor furniture. Now, everywhere you go online for the next week or so, all these ads are coming up and they're really spotlighting exactly what you were searching for. This is the same premise of what Automotive Intelligence is built on. This is us providing you with the detailed information of what potential customers are doing when interacting with Cox Automotive properties online. Now, I know it's creepy, but we are actually harnessing the same kind of technology that other big companies like Google and Amazon, all those marketing platforms are targeting. It's the same kind of technology. This allows us on the Cox Automotive side to come in and provide you with that insight so that you can better assist your customers in their buying decisions. really ultimately putting you in the know. Now, it's very important to note, as you're going through and you're working with Automotive Intelligence, make sure that your staff understands what they have at what information they have available at their fingertips, and how to best communicate that with your customers so that you can target that customer experience. Now, with Automotive Intelligence, you will actually get a specialized custom dashboard that allows you quick access into your customers and their online activities and behaviors. Some of these items that you're going to be able to see on that custom dashboard, you're going to be able to see things like high-level opportunities that are available. You'll be able to be notified of multiple different buying signals. You will also be able to be notified of hidden opportunities that you normally wouldn't see. In particular, what I'm looking at here, and what I like to really point out, is I have customers that I have marked lost at some point in time. And then once I mark them lost, they go back out online and they're shopping around. Well, when they're outside shopping around, that allows me to have visibility in what they're doing online. So I can bring them back into my market where I normally would have lost complete visibility of those customers. I also have the ability to see customer intentions, and I can take actions on those. Anytime I've got any kind of known information or communication that's going on with customers that allow me to see where they're at, I can take action on things like call to actions. I can be notified and see where there's an opportunity at my fingertips. Or I can also be looking at maybe specific pricing situations that are available. And then last but not least, you have customer sentiment analysis. That allows you to see when customers are communicating back to you, you're able to actually see what that communication looks like. Is it positive, negative, or neutral? That gives you full-scale insight into that, so that way you can proactively look at those situations and get in front of any kind of situation where you need to change the outcome. As we continue to go through Automotive Intelligence is spidered all the way throughout the CRM. So you're going to see AI components everywhere. One of the key items that you will see from AI is buying signals. I always recommend to my dealers that you actually look at buying signals on your showroom customers. This will allow you to see, and this could be your showroom customers, maybe you're prospecting them on previous showroom visits that you had, or even your current visits that you've logged. This will allow you to see, hey, you know what? Where is their online activity? What's going on there? Or have they been out looking at stuff on AutoTrader, KBB, or even your own dealer.com website? This will provide you with excellent detail to help you personalize your communications and that customer experience. As you're going through, be attentive to engagement strength. Engagement strength indicators are visible on your leads page, your task page. They're also available on the customer dashboard. This will allow you to use these to maximize your most engaged opportunities. Here's an example of what the engagement strength screen looks like. This will actually show you what steps have been completed and what steps are still left to be done to get the deal done. The closer you get to that closed step, the higher your engagement strength will be. Now, as we're walking through and we've had personalized communications with our customers, it is extremely important that we attack things at the most high priority level. That means we need to make sure that we are intelligently working our showroom visits. Along with working our showroom visits, we got to make sure that we have people set up to come in. So appointments are still extremely important. This helps us look at what does our day look like. And when we're looking at our day, one of the things that I recommend in a remote kind of situation is label your appointments. I recommend that you label them with like an RV in front. This allows you to know that you have a remote visit appointment that you're scheduling. This lets you know what's going to happen and where is that visit happening. Truly giving you the outlook of who's doing what, what's taking place, and where is the meeting set to happen at the end of the day. It is extremely important to note a lot of states right now are opened up in by appointment only environments. So appointments have never been more important than they are now. Let's become master appointment setters. Your showroom, it's not just at your store. Your showroom is where you meet the customer, whether it's at your dealership or in their driveway. So the question I want you to ask yourself is, are you even offering remote visit options? Are you offering things like a remote test drive, a remote pencil? This is really where digital retailing comes into play. Or do you have a digital retailing program? And then also, are you prepared to take contracts and everything directly to the customer? You need to be able to track where you are. That is very important. You need to know where and how did you meet with the customer at every turn. With that being said, I recommend that you consider adding some additional options to your road to the sale. One of the things that I recommend is that you add an RV option standing for remote visits. That allows you improved insight into what's going on with your visits. It allows you to better track and plan for the future. Because here's a fact, customer expectations are changing. You need to be able to leverage where are you meeting with your customers so that way you can see what your customers' expectations are. Prepare to handle a remote manager TO. In a remote situation, we need to consider using all the tools that we have available at our fingertips. Use things like video conferencing tools. That's going to be things like FaceTime, Skype, Zoom, WhatsApp, all of these various different things that you have available. This allows you to create a video conference directly from the salesperson to the manager. And then let's say you're having that on a tablet. You can then turn that tablet around, hand it over to the customer. And now you have the manager being face-to-face and keeping it personal with the customer, even though the manager can't physically be there. So we need to make sure that ultimately we are prepared to go remote and on site. And what do I mean by that? This may truly involve you needing to add some items to your infrastructure. Maybe you need to invest in some tablets or other equipment. Maybe you need to get internet services or data cards or something like that attached to those devices. Be prepared to go where the customer is. And that brings me back to digital retailing. Do you even have a digital retailing tool? I'm going to ask you to consider Accelerate Digital Retailing for the seamless integration that it has within the VinSolutions CRM. Real quick, I'm going to walk you through what that integration looks like. So here you see the customer is online on your website. They're out there integrating with your virtual road to the sale. They're putting their own deal together and they're interacting with your dealership instead of in the old ways where we're having to do this for them. They're doing it themselves. Now, the power of that is that from the customer dashboard, I have one-click access to where I can just immediately pull up the customer's dashboard. I can see that they have an Accelerate deal. I can click on that and immediately pull up exactly where they are in the digital retailing experience. This allows me the power now that when we're ready to move into the next phase, and that's actually finalizing and truly putting that final deal together, I can immediately click copy to desking. That now puts that deal lock, stock, and barrel right into the desking tool. And this allows me to finalize everything up from the manager's view. That positions me to move to the next phase. As I've got that deal done, I need to be prepared to take that deal remote to the customer. So now I need to make sure that through Quick Pencil, this allows me to work my deals in a remote fashion. We're going to walk through Quick Pencil here. So here I am. I'm the manager at the dealership, and I'm actually putting the deal together. Now my sales guy, he's in the driveway meeting with the customer. So now I'm actually needing to get that deal from the desk to my sales guy remote. So I'm putting the deal together here. At the very top of the screen, I have a little Quick Pencil icon up there. I can put that icon into the on position, and that turns the Quick Pencil on. Now, my sales guy can pull up the customer dashboard on a tablet or a laptop or whatever I have. That gives him access right there to Quick Pencil. Now, I can pull those numbers up and share those with the customer in real time. If something needs to change, then the sales guy calls back to the dealership, says, hey, you know what, boss, we need to change up these numbers. Here's what we need to do. Boom, boom, boom. You turn it off. You make your modification, turn it back on. He's able to then refresh it. And we're exchanging these numbers in real time with the customer as we're moving and shaking with the customer at their location. All of this comes together to create a good, fluid, digital virtual experience. So last but not least, we need to get surgical with our digital marketing efforts. We need to target our customers and get them into our store for needed service options. That's going to be anything like previously declined services, recalls. I would challenge you to consider offering some concierge pickup and drop off service options as well. Now, when you're going after marketing your customers, you have a few options available at your fingertips. One is campaigns. Campaigns is right now included and available in your CRM as it is today. You have the full scale ability to create on-demand configurations for email campaigns and task campaigns, really narrowing down and targeting the customers that you want to go after for the certain messages that you need to go after them with. This also allows you to target service customer opportunities as well as sales and unsold customers. The second option you have available to you is Target Pro Plus. This is commonly referred to as TPP. Now, this gives you more access than what you have with campaigns. This gives you access to predefined segments so that you can immediately come in and take action on these defined segments. You also have the ability to customize your segments even further. You can create your own custom segments in a drag and drop environment to where you can update and change the filters and the criteria for the segments that you're building for your customers. Now, here's the most important aspect of Target Pro Plus. Target Pro Plus actually comes with a marketing services rep. I recommend that you lean on your included TPP marketing services rep to help you plan and execute your marketing efforts. This is crucial, especially for those stores that are running on slimmed down crews right now. Think of it like this. When was the last time that you bought something and you didn't have the time or the team to use it? Now with TPP, this actually brings a high upside with minimal effort right at your fingertips. Basically, leaning on your TPP rep, they're going to be able to build your templates. They're going to be able to build the campaigns. Once you approve them, then they send them out. Very little things that I have to do on my end. But additional things that I can do with Target Pro Plus is I also have the ability to offer buyback options to service drive customers. So we need to be prepared daily to work the service drive for replacement offers. That means have a plan for your managers and your salespeople to review your service appointment dashboard on a daily basis. You're going to be looking for any kind of situations where you can TO a customer off of your service drive back to the sales team. There's lots of different ways that you could do this. Just to name a few, you can look at We Need Your Trade. Your service drive is the best place to acquire trades. Look for customers that are out of warranty but are still in a payment situation. Look for customers that are in equity situations, positive or neutral. That's very easy conversations to have in generating a buyback offer. These are just a few areas where working your service drive daily and proactively will spark high-level sales activity. So utilize all of the great offers and target that information to your customers. Target it to your service customers, to your sold customers, to any unsold customers that have been previously in your store. Spotlight any great OEM offer available that can help that customer. Use filters in your campaigns for things like active customers in the past 30 to 45 days. Go after recently contacted customers to create a renewed sense of urgency. And again, use these great offers to benefit your service drive prospecting. So in conclusion, plan to be successful. I want to ask you guys some questions to think about. Do you even have the products and tools you need to be successful? Do you have tablets and data services? Are you prepared to go remote? Intelligently work your showroom visits. That's not just your visits, but also your appointments. Are you setting appointments, and are you offering remote showroom visit options? Do you have the options to label and track where your appointments are scheduled to happen and where are your visits taking place? Know and use your digital tools. Do you have a digital retailing program? Do you know how to fully utilize Quick Pencil inside the desking tool? I recommend that you actually practice that and get very fluid with using that Quick Pencil option. You can even use that inside your dealership. You don't have to use that just remote. Market to your customers in a surgical way. Be targeted with your message. Don't just email blast your customers to email. Make sure and pay attention to, do you have the proper marketing strategy and the staff to go after your customers with the great OEM offers that are available right now? Are you prepared to work your service drive on a daily basis? And then last but not least, stay positive. Sales are trending back upward. Just in the past few days, I have had many conversations with my own dealers to where some of them have told me they're having good selling days, and a few of them have even told me they're having great selling days right now. That means that people are buying cars. So I want to wrap this up and say thank you for attending my webinar. I sincerely hope that you took a lot from the insight I was able to share with you today. Lastly, remember to get with your performance manager. We are here to help you with the execution of a good game plan and to take your game to the next level. Thank you again, and have a great rest of your day.